By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to set up a single board Trello system that streamlines your entire workflow, from daily tasks to long-term projects. Trello is one of the most flexible project management tools out there, but the problem most people run into is that they create too many boards, scattering their attention and their tasks. Today, I'm going to show you my personal process for consolidating everything into one powerful board, so you always know exactly where to focus. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, let's talk about the single board structure. Instead of creating a separate Trello board for marketing, another for operations, and another for personal goals, we are going to build one master board that acts as your command center. This approach keeps you from having to jump between boards throughout the day. It also forces you to prioritize, because everything lives in the same visual space. You will create 5 lists from left to right, and each list has a specific role. The first list is called Board HQ, and it is your command center. This is not a place for tasks. Instead, it holds cards that act as your reference library. For example, create a card called Quick Links. Inside that card, you can paste links to your Google Docs, your website admin panel, your analytics dashboards, and any other page you visit regularly. This way, you don't have to hunt through bookmarks or email threads. Next, add a card called Standard Operating Procedures, or SOPs, where you store links to the step-by-step guides for your recurring processes. Finally, add a card called Brain Dump and Ideas. This is your safe space for any random thought that pops into your head, whether it is a new product idea or a process improvement. The key here is that you don't let those ideas clutter your active workflow. You dump them into Board HQ, and you can review them later. The second list is your weekly and daily goals. This list holds your top 1 to 3 core objectives for the current week. You want to keep this list intentionally small. If you try to put 10 goals here, you are just creating a wish list, not a focused target. Inside each of these goal cards, you can use Trello's colored labels to categorize by department. For instance, you might have a label for marketing in red, sales in blue, and operations in green. This color coding gives you an instant visual read on where your energy is being spent. If you notice that all 3 goals are in the marketing bucket, that is a signal that you might be neglecting other areas. It is a simple, powerful feedback loop. The third list is on hold, or backlog. This is your holding area for projects that need to be paused or tasks that you plan to tackle next month. The reason this list is separate from your Board HQ is that it is still actionable. These are things you might pick up soon, but you are not actively working on them right now. Having a backlog list is crucial because it clears mental clutter. You do not have to remember these tasks. Trello remembers them for you. And when you finish your current week's goals, you can pull from this backlog instead of scrambling to decide what to do next. The fourth list is doing, or work in progress, and this is where the magic happens. You must limit this list to a maximum of 3 active tasks. I know it is tempting to drag everything into this list, but that defeats the purpose. When you have more than 3 items, your brain starts to feel overwhelmed, and your productivity drops sharply. By limiting yourself to 3, you force yourself to truly focus on what matters right now. If a new urgent task comes in, you have to decide which of your 3 current tasks you will move back to the backlog or to the goals list. That decision, painful as it might be, is where real wisdom is built. The 5th and final list is done. As you complete each task, you drag its card into this done list. This might feel like a small ritual, but it is deeply satisfying. Seeing your progress accumulate across the week gives you a sense of momentum. At the end of every week, you archive this entire done list. Archiving does not delete the cards, by the way. It just hides them from your active board. If you ever need to look back, you can find them in the archive. This weekly housekeeping keeps your board clean and prevents it from becoming a junk drawer of finished tasks. Now let's talk about your actionable daily workflow. Every evening, take 5 minutes to review your weekly goals list and your backlog. From that review, you will drag the top 3 core tasks for tomorrow directly into your doing list. So when you sit down the next morning, you do not have to decide what to do. The decision is already made. You can jump straight into work. But what about larger, multi-step projects like a newsletter launch or a website redesign? For those, you create a single card in your doing list. That card represents the entire project. Then you open the card and use Trello's checklists to break down the subtasks. For example, your checklist might include write the subject line, design the header image, and schedule the send. Inside that same card, you can also attach links to other task cards that live elsewhere on your board. That way, even though your main view is limited to 3 active tasks, you have a full map of the project hidden inside. It is the best of both worlds. A clean dashboard and a deep dive when you need it. As you finish each subtask, check it off in the checklist. And when the entire project is complete, drag the card over to the done list. That feeling of moving a complex project into done is incredibly rewarding. So to recap, you have built a single Trello board with 5 lists: Board HQ, weekly or daily goals, on hold or backlog, doing with a cap of 3 cards, and done. You review your goals every evening and populate your doing list for the next day. If you have a complex project, you keep it as one card with a checklist inside. This system keeps you focused, reduces decision fatigue, and ensures that nothing falls through the cracks. If you want to take it even further, you could create a recurring weekly checklist inside your weekly goals card to automate your evening review process. But for now, start with this basic structure. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and save it to revisit whenever you need to tighten up your workflow. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.